Loosey goosey.
Loosey goosey, apple juicy.
I've never heard anybody say that.
It's a Housewives reference.
Oh, so if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Okay, well, welcome back to the Peace and Progress Podcast, episode 2. What are we doing today? What's the vibes? I think you get free reign today, so we could do whatever you want. We can get deep, we can keep it fun and light again, or we can just mix it up.
We'll keep it fun and light, and especially since I just booked the trip for New York now, that's all I can think about, so.
Is going to New York?
Yeah. So I'll have to start planning an itinerary, but we've already talked about all the things that we do want to do. So ice skating. Jax wants to go to the Statue of Liberty.
Okay.
I'm assuming you want to do the Empire State Building.
Done it.
We haven't.
Sounds like a you problem.
FAO Schwartz.
Been there.
I really
played on the
want to go to
the piano from Big.
Serendipity. I don't think you've ever been
The heck is Serendipity? Is that a Housewives thing?
No, it's not.
Oh, thank God.
I went with Sammy Loreno when she was 16. When she turned 16 and we went to New York.
That was the only time you've ever been.
Yeah.
What the heck is Serendipity? Is that a cafe?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Isn't that in Moorpark?
Yes, but it's different. It's like a super famous kind of New York place. But they serve frozen hot chocolates.
That's an oxymoron.
Yeah, but it's cute. It's like one of those places like you have to go. You have to experience it, and the boys would love it. And if I remember correctly, and it's still the same as it was 20 years ago, it's pretty close to like a Dylan's Candy Bar. That's their thing out there, is a Dylan's Candy Bar. Bar. But it's like a sweet factory. Like it has all these different kinds of candy and stuff.
I'm still stuck on the frozen hot chocolate.
Yeah, we'll have to look it up, and then you can kind of see the vibe and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's our itinerary already. It was already booked out.
Yeah, I just got to figure out like which day we do certain things. And I've already looked up too, like, did you know in New York City, kids don't need to be sitting in car seats for taxis? Because then I was like,
taxi sonokui? I mean, how would you?
Right. How are you going to, you just bring your car seat
You'd
with
be
you
walking
everywhere?
walking around the streets of New York?
Yeah.
With a car seat?
So, yeah.
Okay. So that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that, we kind of jumped into, we just jumped into it. He didn't even give so what's, we don't have to go in depth, but like, what's the reason that we're going to New York? Why did we jump into that topic?
I don't even know how it came up, but at one point I think we were trying to plan to go, because I think it was when Jax was super into Home Alone, and he was watching Home Alone 2, and it was in New York, and your mom had basically said like, well, I'm going to take you there someday, and we'll plan a vacation and we'll go to New York. And then, everything happened with your mom, and it kind of came into this whole thing like, well, we're still going to go.
Yeah.
She would definitely want us to go and want us to have fun and all of that. So we're going to go. Just needed to like do it. Last year was just a little crazy, but.
Mm-hmm. But one, I think, big detail, just to keep it within that conversation, is that you skipped over, is the idea was to go to New York in the wintertime.
Yeah, to go ice skating.
Right. So I've been to New York one time in my life. I went in, literally, this is a perfect conversation too. I was there literally when we started dating in 2012. So this is kind of like piggybacking off of the last podcast we did. But we went in, well, obviously it was August, into September is when we went. So I never got to experience New York in the wintertime. But I think the biggest thing is that we wanted to go in the wintertime so that the boys could go ice skating at
Mhm.
Rockefeller Center.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like the big thing. And the main reason why we were planning it for December
Mm-hmm.
or just wintertime in general. So that's why we're going to New York.
Is there anything else that I didn't say that you would want to do? Would you want to try and take them to a Broadway show?
Like what? Because
I don't
they're
know, like a Lion King kind of.
maybe we went and saw the Book of Mormon, I think, in
Or
New York.
Jersey Boys.
No, Jersey Boys. We went. That was in Palm Springs.
Mm.
We saw that one in Palm Springs. That one was good. Book of Mormon was good though too. I think, from what I remember. I don't know. That was we could talk about that. That was a trip for sure. That was I don't know. That was a trip. So we were touring. It was for Jacob's. We were going to college tours for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know this whole story,
Mm-hmm.
but the gist
the
of
Ivy
it
League
is,
tour.
well, yeah, East Coast because he was touring school. We went to Dartmouth and we went to Cornell. Those are the only two I remember. But anyway, we went. No, we seriously we traveled through.
I
We were-
remember.
Right, but we were only there. So we were only in New York, I think, for like 3 days. We were only in New York for 3 days, and we traveled through Pennsylvania and literally, I think there was one day we went through 5 states in one day. It was just so much driving. So it was a long trip to say the least. Like we spent so much time driving,
Mm-hmm.
and then when we finally got to New York, like I don't even think it was 3 full days. I think we had like 2.5 days there or something like that. And he was touring for at least one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, now wait, we must have. No, we went. No, this was later September because we celebrated his birthday there. I was just remembering that he wasn't 21 and I was, and so we got.
So then you must have gone in early September.
Well, no, his birthday's late September. We were there
That's
on
what
his
I'm saying.
birthday.
Oh, you were there. Okay, okay.
On his birthday because I remember we were in the hotel drinking alcohol underage. Sorry.
Sorry, Mom.
I was legal. I was legal. That's all that matters.
Okay. Sorry.
I think
Cindy.
everything's legal in New York. I don't think it's not. They don't care. It's like Vegas. It's the East Coast Vegas. They don't care there.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so that was a very weird way to bring about that. But yeah, so we're going in the wintertime because of that reason to go ice skating. And I've never seen New York in the winter. It rained one day. That was the day actually we saw Book of Mormon.
I know. Every time I tell somebody we're gonna go in December, well, you had said
They're like, pack a
"You need a
jacket.
That's what my grandparents just said when I was on the phone with them.
Who said that though? Was that my dad that said that?
No, I think it was one of your clients. Do you have
No.
a winter coat?
No, because somebody was asking both of us. Oh, it was. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. It was. It was one of my clients. Yeah, that's
So-
I mean, whatever.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
We'll
Couple
figure
of
it out.
Californians.
Flip flops and board shorts. That's it. That's all you need.
Yeah.
And maybe like,
We'll get the boys some beanies that look like the Home Alone beanies, so then they'll really live the life.
can we get Jack's some puka shells?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they do that in New York. That's not a.
No.
I think that's more of a West Coast thing. Anyway, if you know that reference, you know. Puka shells until I was probably what, like 22. Just
Yeah. At
rocking the
what
pukas.
point did you it's time to take off the puka shells?
Probably about the same point I took off the candy necklace. It was around that time when my parents were just like, it's getting out of hand. You know, like when you're wetting the bed for way too long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like, it was like that, but with the puka shells. It's like, this is a little excessive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So now we know the
Mhm.
dates, so I can
Let my clients know that I'm going to be
Yeah.
unavailable. This will be the first time that they find out
Yeah.
before I even get to tell them.
and
Yeah,
then I
this is
can
good.
take the time off for work.
Yeah.
That's exciting. And then I can start building the itinerary and order tickets for those things that do need the tickets. Is the Empire State Building the one that has the window you can like stand in and like look over it, or it has the one little It's not like a roller coaster, but it's like a thing you sit on to like experience this skyscraper thing.
I think that's in Chicago.
Mm.
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about where you like lean against the window? Like
That
in Ferris Bueller's Day Off? That was in Chicago.
no, there was something else
I don't
that's
know if the
newer
Empire
because
State.
like you hold the window and the window
Girl,
actually shifts.
I was there in 2012.
Oh, we'll have to look it up. But not that either of us would do anything like that. But
Yeah, my mom, you know that, right?
yeah, my mom.
No, well, she didn't go to the Empire State Building. You know that story.
She wouldn't go up to the top.
No, she's terrified of heights.
She's so funny.
Terrified of heights. She literally waited in the lobby while we went up to the top of the Empire State Building.
Did you? So is it like the Eiffel Tower or like? Can you only go up so far and then you have to buy a ticket to go even
No.
further? Or it's just like a straight shot.
Oh, dude, I went in 2012. I don't know. You don't have to walk.
Well,
So hold on, pause. For the people that don't know in the Eiffel Tower, if you ever go to Paris, you take an elevator, but it's not all the way up. Then you got to walk.
No, there's 2 elevators.
Yeah, but you still have to walk. We did
Yeah.
flights of stairs.
Once you get so far.
But there's a champagne bar at the top, so it's worth it.
And that'll be next year.
Yes.
Gotta get passports.
I got a real ID. I'm good. They know me over there too. I don't know if you know. In Paris, I'm known. Yeah. They've actually reached out to me on my Instagram and said, we'd like you to come dine at a restaurant and do like a reel. It's a whole thing. I don't want to make a big deal about it, but yeah, they want me to like.
I'm too tired for this.
Oh.
Nonsense.
Okay. Well, you brought it up. This was your conversation, your topic. What else you got for me?
I don't know. I feel accomplished now that we did that.
Okay, let's talk about this. How long have we been trying to book New York?
I know. It's been on the to-do list for a long time. And that's why just now, even though you're like tapping your foot, like, okay, I just want to do the podcast. And it's like, I know, but let me just book it and just be done with it.
Okay, but in my defense, if we booked it tonight or tomorrow, it's not going to change the price.
Am I?
No, it's not going
to. It was like changing the price as I was checking.
Tomorrow is in like 5 hours.
But I actually, I didn't tell you this until now, but I got a package deal on Expedia and it made it a lot cheaper. So I already booked the flights too.
Okay. So it's done.
Yeah.
Cool. Love it. What else? So let's do this then, since you don't really have a direction of conversation that you wanted to go and you wanted to keep it light for at least tonight. Let's do this. Tell me, because you've been to New York, you only went one time, right? And that was the only time. What year was that?
Well, she turned 16, so
2006. Okay. So obviously both of us went after 9/11 happened. So let's do this.
Let's keep it light.
No. Well, we're going to keep it light. This is what I want to talk about. I want you to tell me your favorite memory or like the things that you remember the most about being there, besides the whole, we already did the serendipity thing, but like what was like your favorite things that you did in New York the time that you went?
Well, we didn't do that much because I was only there for literally like an extended weekend. So
I was there 3 days.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, we did that. We went to Serendipity. We did like a hop on, hop off bus, I think, but we went to Chinatown and got like knockoff purses.
Fooey's?
I think they were Coach purses at the time. At the time, Coach was the thing.
Wasn't Coach a cheaper brand?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, yeah, Coach.
So you bought it even cheaper than it already was? I thought Coach wasn't like a high end.
No, they're like like a Michael Kors. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that was the highlight of your trip? You were there 3 days.
Well, I didn't go with my parents either. So, that was the first time I'd ever been on a plane. I'd never been on a plane before.
Yep. You're sheltered.
Yep. Well.
You live a sheltered life. I had already been on a plane like 27 times by that point.
Well.
At least. Anyway, okay, so that was your highlights? That was it?
That's what I remember, yeah.
Okay, so let's flip it now, because I was there 3 days as well. I had 14 hot dogs.
I didn't have any hot dogs.
No, I know. I'm just saying how much I accomplished in 3 days that we were there. We did a lot. We went and saw the Book of Mormon. I got to go to Macy's. You never went to Macy's? The giant Macy's that
Yeah,
was
we
there?
did. And Toys R Us,
Toys R Us.
which I think was already out by the time, but they were like pretty close to each other. I don't even know if we went
What do you mean they
into
were
the
close to each
Macy's.
other?
They're in Times Square. They're
Oh, close to the Macy's.
yeah.
Oh,
I remember I remember the Toys R Us. We did the FAO Schwartz too.
so you've already done everything. You're just reliving your 2006.
Well, I mean, like, it was me and like two girls. We were like 16 years old. But with the boys, like, Jax wants to see all of these like landmarks, which is crazy because he's going to be 8 by the time we go. But he wants to go to the top of the Statue of Liberty and
Eiffel
like,
Tower.
yeah, that too. That's obviously not in New York.
No, I know, but oh no, that was that was Bricks.
And then my aunt lives in Brooklyn, but she'll be there too, so I gotta let her know, and then maybe we can meet up with her and then her little baby too.
But the real question is, am I gonna get to fulfill my bucket list
I'd
of
rather,
going to?
I mean, of what? White Castle?
No, I've already had White Castle. I'm good.
You haven't had White Castle in New York?
Yeah, I did. We gonna tell that story too? That was Jacob's birthday.
Mm.
We got hammered. We were so drunk that night. And I woke up the next day. He had to go on a college tour, which probably wasn't the smartest thing to do hungover. And I got to walk the streets of New York with my mom, super hungover. And I found a White Castle. And I had White Castle for the first time, authentic White Castle. And I think it's still there. I think the hotel that we stayed at is no longer there. But I think the White Castle we went to is still there. And it was everything you would imagine. It was so good. It's just like when you go, you see Jack in the Box or whatever? Greasy fast food, hungover.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's what it was. That's exactly what it was. But yeah, it was. And then obviously walking through New York hungover is not fun at all. Not fun. And it was the middle of September. So it was like, yeah, not fun.
Oh, Central Park. We gotta go to Central Park.
Been there. We did that.
Should we do
went
this
to
Central Park Zoo?
No, we don't need to do that. We can go to Central Perk because Jax is obsessed with Friends for some reason. The TV show Friends. I don't know why or where he picked that up from. But he's like obsessed. Like he wants to listen to the theme song all the time from Friends. So we went to Strawberry Fields is there. We did that from the Beatles. We went to... Where else did we go? We visited a lot of... I mean, we went to the... I almost said the Eiffel Tower. We went to the Statue of Liberty. Didn't go up it. I would love to go inside this time.
But did you go like to
it.
the island? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we took a boat. There's pictures of me on Facebook, like literally in front of the Statue of Liberty.
I don't have a Facebook.
You did when we were dating. It's there. It's still there. It's on the Facebooks. Anyway, what was I? Oh, you cut me off. You trying to kill my pipe dreams. No, you're trying to kill my pipe dreams. I want to visit like Maine and Rhode Island, dude. I don't know why. I have an obsession with those places. I've never obviously been there, but I want to go. My mom's been to, I think, both. I know she's been to Maine.
Yeah, they did.
But she sent me pictures. Well, they did a cruise.
A cruise, yeah.
But I don't know if they went to Rhode Island too.
Bar Harbor, Maine.
That's Maine, yeah.
Yeah, I think they did go to Rhode Island.
I want to visit. I want to go to see like a legit lighthouse. I don't know why, but I feel like they're in Maine and Rhode
They have
Island.
them in California too.
Yeah, but like that's not a legit lighthouse. Like you want to be on the East Coast.
You think that lighthouses are only on the East Coast?
No, but like that's where the legit ones are.
What?
That's like those are like the ones you see in like movies.
Legit.
Because nobody goes to a lighthouse in a movie in California. They're all on the East Coast. They're in like Maine and Rhode Island.
They're not. They're literally. Do you know what a lighthouse is for?
Yeah, I know what a lighthouse is for.
So
It would
What
be
would be the
on the
difference
coast
between the West Coast and the East Coast?
because when you watch a movie of people at lighthouses, it's always on the East Coast. That's fact check that. Fact check that. That's real. Nobody, whenever have you seen all, yeah, I put money on that. Whenever have you seen a movie where people have been at a lighthouse on the West Coast?
Okay, name a movie with a lighthouse.
I don't know. Google it, dude. Any movie that has a lighthouse, fact check this. This is real. Any movie that has a lighthouse in it that wasn't filmed at Universal Backlot was been on the East Coast. That's
False.
real. That's factual. Anyway, I would love to do that. I would love to go there.
Oh, I've been to a lighthouse, and I'm pretty sure it was in California. I don't know. My dad.
Zuma
knows.
Beach Lifeguard Tower 6 doesn't count.
No, it was like up north, Northern California.
Okay, that kind of counts because you're like north. So you're technically on the East Coast.
What?
Yeah, because the way the earth is like, you know?
Ay, ay, ay.
Anyway, that's my dream. I would love
Okay.
to do that. But I don't know how far New York is from Maine. My geography is terrible.
I don't think it's very far. You just need a car.
Well, I would assume we're going to probably rent one. No?
In New York City?
Are we not?
No.
Oh. We could steal
Where
one.
would we park it?
I don't know.
No, we're gonna
We could do like what we did in Texas and drive it,
No, because
rent it for a
New
day and go
York,
up to.
people walk everywhere.
Right. But,
So
oh, that
wherever
was
we
Oregon
need-
too. When we went to
wherever we
Oregan.
need to go, yeah.
Yeah. Remember we went up north to Portland for a day?
Well, speaking of that, so when I was talking to my grandparents earlier, and they were saying, well, maybe this summer you guys come back out, because we didn't go this summer, this past summer, right? It was last summer that we went to Oregon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they were saying maybe this summer coming up, you guys come back out. And my grandma had said how there's not a direct flight from Burbank to Salem anymore. But I was saying maybe we'll fly in somewhere up north in Oregon, because there was those falls that you wanted to see, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I was saying,
Multnomah?
I think so, something
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah,
So
we used
if
to
we
have that picture.
if we fly in up there and get a rental car,
I think that's a trek though. And you remember
Well-
how the boys did the last time we saw the waterfalls?
yeah, that's
They were
true.
like,
So
"Eh."
the other thing she said is obviously depending on the boys is we could also just drive up from California and then, take the scenic route.
Drive up from California.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
You've driven from California to Oregon?
I've driven from California to Seattle, Washington,
Now, how far is that?
even farther than Oregon. You remember when we went on our
Cruise.
Alaska cruise?
Mm-hmm.
That's how far it is.
I'm on a boat. I don't
Well,
know.
we
I'm not.
stopped in different places, and I think that when I was just talking about the lighthouse, I think it was probably on that trip.
In Seattle?
No, it was in California, but yes, we eventually went up to Seattle.
What
And
was I
then
just going to say though?
We did like the Oregon coast
So-
and all of that before my mom lived there.
The furthest I've ever driven, and this was like, you know how you talk about we used to go
Well, yeah, I
camping with
was
your
gonna
parents?
say that's how far. That's probably farther is South Dakota.
what? You're on the other side of the world now.
It's the middle of the country,
Right, but we're talking Northern California.
right? But that's farther. Like driving to Seattle was not the farthest we've ever.
I'm not
traveled.
asking that. I'm telling you, I'm making a comparison here.
Okay.
So when you went, remember how you guys used to go camping and
Mhm.
you tell me all the time, like, I hated it so much. It was so boring. There was nothing to do.
Mm-hmm.
We drove to past San Francisco where we went to,
Shasta,
yeah.
Mount Shasta.
Oh my God.
We've done that.
That was the longest drive of my life.
I liked it up there.
Yeah, but I was like 12.
I was probably around the same age.
Yeah, but you guys were in an RV.
Yeah.
I was in my dad's truck.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. It was miserable. Miserable. We stopped in, actually, I was 11. And I remember that because going back to that conversation, I didn't know they said we were going to keep it light, but we were driving there right after 9/11 happened.
Mm.
And I remember we stopped at the Golden Gate Bridge because I had never seen it. And there was armed guards like all over the Golden Gate Bridge because they thought that
Hmm.
there might be an attack on the Golden Gate Bridge. So there
Yeah.
was like, and I have pictures of that too. Me and my dad, I was 11 years old. We were 11. He was much older.
He would have been in his 50s.
I don't know. I can't do math. I don't even know how old my dad is now. He's somewhere between 60 and 80. That's all I know.
Huh.
Somewhere in that range. I know he's not 60, but I
Yeah,
know he's
the
not 80 yet.
farthest we've ever driven is probably South Dakota.
That's crazy. I would never. No thanks. But you know, it is my bucket list too. My goal, well, one of my bucket lists before I kick the bucket, is to cross country RV with you and the boys.
But not in any kind of RV.
Well, so yeah, well, okay.
You want a bougie RV.
Pause. I grew up with Mark. And for those of you who know Mark, he's a glamper. He's a glamper.
I wouldn't even say that. He would not even glamp. He would hotel.
In a glamping fashion. Like, he stays at nice places.
Hotels.
Yes.
Glamping is a nice
Is
RV.
camping, yes, glamorous camping. I know what glamping is. I'm just saying, I'm making that parallel, is that he stays in nice places and it's not, you know what I mean? So that's how I grew. So I have a little bit of that thuggish, ruggish life, you know. We had
Mark, you
we had a
guys
Graco
were tent
crank up.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Graco. I don't think that's what.
No, not Graco. What?
That's a kid's brand.
we camped in a stroller. We went to Lake Lopez in a stroller.
Yeah, Lake
no,
Lopez.
What is? Yeah, we used to do Lake. That place was dope. That place we had. What is it? Not Graco.
I don't know what the brand name is, but I know what you're talking about.
Anyway, it was a pop-up trailer. That thing was so freaking ghetto. It literally, like, you cranked it up like your telephones from back in the day, for those that know, and it like popped out on this on
you gotta
the
start
front and the
somewhere.
back.
I mean,
that was what we did. We literally hitched that to the truck, to my dad's truck, and we would take that to wherever.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying that I still got some of that thug life, but I'm also a glamper. Yeah, like
Because when I just booked the hotels for New York,
rugged.
you were like, "But let me see the pictures."
Yeah, that's the glamping side of me. Yeah, you know how, like, when we taken the boys to San Diego and they've seen the Sweet Hotel and they got a taste of that sweet life, and that's all they want. That's
little bougie boys.
Yeah, I got a taste of the sweet life.
Well,
but
let's just hope that someday when they grow up, then they're gonna treat their girlfriends just as nice, because this is just how they grew up. So they're
just as nice as what?
They're gonna take them on nice dinners and all of, nice hotel vacations.
Yeah, because that's how they see me treat you.
Yeah.
Taking you to nice hotels. I took you to Ruth's Chris, dude, for like one of our first dates.
That's true.
That was a mistake.
That's not kind. Take it back.
I'm not saying it was a mistake to take you. I'm saying it was a mistake to go there.
Why?
Because you're setting the bar very high for that first date.
Nah, we didn't go back for a long time.
We should have done like
we should have
done like burgers and beers or something like that for our first one.
In Palm Springs. Oh.
Yeah, that's where we were.
They weren't open yet.
Or whatever. I mean, it's not a McDonald's, but it's still nicer. It's not a Ruth's Chris.
Whatever.
Anyway.
Yeah, shouldn't have proposed at the Eiffel Tower. What kind of bars are you setting?
Yeah, we got a lot of good stories. I don't know why you started with New York. That's a great story.
Because I just said how I'm excited. And
we got to have that conversation. That'll be episode 3.
Yeah, that'll be.
We'll talk about the proposal. We'll go back from episode 1 and talk about the reconnection, because I actually want to tell that too. The story about our reconnection, right?
Oh,
with me and Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a crazy story. Or we could just get into it now and finish it like that.
No, dude, I'm exhausted.
Okay. But yeah, that's a good story for another time, is the reconnection, because that's literally.
Well, you could have told it in the last one, because we were.
I know.
Talking about all that.
I know, but I didn't want to get too in depth. We were keeping it light. I feel like I'll end it like this, because I think that's a conversation for the next time. We'll get into that and the proposal and the Eiffel Tower and all that stuff. But I think that, which I've told you before, the conversation that we had prior to us being back together, it was like I don't know how to put it other than like sounding cliche, but it's literally like manifesting that happening.
But were you manifesting it or more or less just saying it as like you didn't think it would ever happen?
Now I got to tell it. I got to tell it now cuz now it's
Okay,
not going to
hurry
make
up.
sense. It's a short story.
Okay.
So long story short, we'll do the short version. We'll end it like this. And I think to answer your question, I think it was more manifesting it, yes, because I believed that I didn't believe that it was possible for it to happen, but I felt that like if it ever did, that I wouldn't have like let that opportunity pass again, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, okay, so long story short, we weren't even talking at all. Like literally
No,
at all.
because this was before
This
your
was before my birthday.
Yeah.
We were in the jacuzzi at Mark's house, and it was just guys. Like it was me and Jacob and like I don't know, like 3 other dudes. Like we were just hanging out having beers in the jacuzzi. Yeah, it was a guys' night. Whatever. You can't have nights like that all of the time. We have plenty of party nights, trust me.
Okay, with girls.
Yes. We don't need to get into that.
A bunch of guys in the jacuzzi.
Yes, there was definitely parties with girls, I promise you that.
Okay.
Which ironically leads into this conversation because there was so many of those get-togethers and functions like that with people. What?
Say what you were gonna say.
So we were hanging out in the jacuzzi, and I wasn't going back off of how you were saying like you were dating people like right before we got together. I wasn't really dating anybody, and I was single for probably like close to a year, like single, like not, being serious. And I remember he had asked me, he said, how are you enjoying being single? And I said, I don't mind it, but I feel like I've been single long enough and like I'm ready for like something serious. Like I'm ready to settle down. It's been a long time since I've been in a relationship like that. And I literally said, there's only one person that I would seriously get into a relationship right now with. And I said, but she doesn't even know like that I'm thinking about her. Like she has no idea. Not that she knows that I don't exist, but like she would have no idea. Like there's no chance is what I was thinking. And he said, who? At the time you were still a Troutman. So I said, Samantha Troutman.
Sammy T.
Sammy T. That was the only person. And I told him, and I was like, that would be the only person that I would get serious with right now. But I was like, there's no way like she would even give that a chance. And that was before my birthday, before my 22nd birthday. And lo and behold, you texted me on that birthday and manifested it is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I mean, whatever. You're here and I have 2 kids with you now, so and you have a ring on your finger. Manifested. So I think the moral of the story is don't settle.
That is very true.
Go after what you want.
Mm-hmm. And when you know,
and that's exactly what happened. I was like, as soon as you started.
And in the words of Mother, and when you don't, you don't.
In the words of Mother?
Mm-hmm.
Whose mother?
You know.
Whose mom is that? I don't want to know that one.
It's Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift says that?
Mm-hmm.
She's mother? This is getting weird. Huh?
She's mother.
Okay. I think we're going to end it there.
I think I'm tired.
Okay.
No, but that was a lyric. When you know, you know. And if you don't, you don't.
Great.
Yeah.
I feel no different knowing that and not knowing that.
And if you don't know.
LL Cool J, 1965. I don't know. I just made that up. Anyway.
1965.
Yeah, he was popping then. Anyway, okay, that's it. So I think the next story, New York. I'm excited.
Well, we could just say, whoever's out there watching, go ahead and put some
put some suggestions
for New York
on the Instagrams and the YouTubes. Oh, recommendations for New York.
Yeah, anything we didn't talk about.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say for the podcast.
That too. Any
conversations or topics or things you want to know about
what it's like to be married to a personal trainer.
No, that's not interesting. I was gonna say Scandalous Sam. That's what we used to call you in high school.
Okay, that's enough for today. I'm so tired. I can't keep my eyeballs open.
Okay.
I'm one eye in it like your mom.
All right. Well, until next time, I think that's where we'll end it for today.
Okay.
Thanks for coming to my podcast. See you next time.
Bye.
Peace.